Yeah. What's good, everybody on YouTube? It's your boy CHIdrizzay back in a bit with another reaction, man. Today we gonna be reacting to standing up to the so-called Safety Act. This is a bill that's supposed to be, coming to forefront in January 2023 for Chicago and like Cook County area and stuff like that. And before everybody be like, he probably not even from, I'm born and raised in Chicago. I'm still here. So this has a lot to do with me. So and I'm in Cook County. So like this has a lot to do with me. And this is just me pretty much catching up on what's going on. So I'm just reacting to it right now and I'm giving my honest opinion about whatever's going on in this video. I seen the clip about the stuff that's going on, but it's 3 minutes. The clip is like a minute, so it's obviously more stuff going on. So y'all already know what to do, man. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you won't miss another reaction from your boy. And I'm not finna talk our ears off. Let's get straight into this reaction, boy. Okay. People keep bringing up this purge shit like this is not funny, but let's see. Let's listen.
My comments on this. I can't even begin to tell you how dangerous this act is. First, it was passed in the middle of the night with 40 minutes to read an 800-page bill, which is unacceptable.
Off the rip, that's already some shady shit, and he not putting up with this shit. That's what I'm getting, because like I didn't even know this first part is not even in the viral stuff. So that's already shady.
As of January 1st, 2023, the following things will go into effect, and people need to be aware of this.
He's scared.
It abolishes...
He's scared for his family and everybody else's family, for real, though. You can tell he care.
Cash bail for almost every offense. This includes, but isn't limited to, kidnapping, armed robbery, second-degree murder, drug-induced homicide, aggravated DUI, threatening a public official, and aggravated fleeing and eluding. Offenders released on electronic monitoring have to be in violation for 48 hours before law enforcement can act. They can almost drive to Alaska before we can even look for them. It denies victims their constitutional rights. And keep this in mind, businesses and homeowners.
So, now the reason why I want to address the bail thing and all that stuff is honestly, I'm not trying to take up for nobody that's, in certain situations, but I can say it is a lot of innocent people in jail right now that was kind of like either wrong place, wrong time, or you just got the wrong friends. And I know y'all be like, people be like, you kind of can control who you're friends with, but in the same sense, if you live with your mom and your mom is in this area, or your family, not even your mom, but your family is in a certain area, you're automatically with whatever area you live in. Even though people don't see you or none of that, you are going to be friends with people in that area because you grew up with them. So it's like, oh, I went to grammar school with this guy. This my homie. Yeah, he going a different way. I'm not going to be with him all day, every day, because I see he be on some other stuff. But if he want to chill, we can play the game, but we can do regular stuff. We can do that in the comfort of the home, walk to the store real quick or whatever the case may be. And you might be with that person at the wrong time, and he did something a couple days ago and you just got caught for it. He just got caught for it and you're with him. So if he did a robbery by himself or with somebody else a couple days ago, and then now you walk into the store with him, they like, okay, it was 2 people that robbed him. He was definitely one. You got to be the other one. I'm not the other one. It's plenty of scenarios. Like you could just get, hey, I need a ride. Somebody can pick you up in a stolen car or something. You don't know the car stolen. You just say, hey, can you give me a ride? Or, ooh, somebody, you hopped in a stolen car. You hopped in the car with somebody that killed somebody or whatever. So it's a lot of innocent people in jail for like stuff like that. But, like it's some of these that I just don't agree with some of them, but let me see.
Kidnapping, armed. This includes, but isn't limited to, kidnapping,
See, kidnapping is one thing. That's something that you planned on doing. It's like shit. You got arrested for kidnapping somebody or kidnapping a kid. That's I don't know. I'm on the fence about that one. That shit shouldn't fold.
Armed robbery.
Armed robbery. I just said that. If your homie and one of his guys robbed somebody, then now he with you, the innocent person, police pull him over. He's guilty, you're not. So now you got to sit in jail because he's guilty. You getting whatever backlash that was meant for him. And him being a street dude, he gonna be like, shit, if I take it by myself, they might give me whatever. They might give me the full thing. But if me and him take it together, shit.
Second-degree murder.
I mean, same scenario. Robberies go bad.
Drug-induced homicide.
Now, drug-induced homicides, I guess, in the same sense, when you on drugs, you not in your right state of mind. But it is what it is. Like, it's like, shit, you're not in your right state of mind, but you shouldn't be doing drugs that get you out of your mind anyway like that. But people go through shit. Life is hard, bro. You can't tell somebody like, oh, you shouldn't do drugs or you shouldn't do this or you shouldn't do that because life is hard, bro. You don't know what somebody is going through. The reason why they doing whatever they doing. So, I mean, shit. I mean, I don't know.
Aggravated DUI. Threatening.
Aggravated DUI. You drunk or you under the influence. So it's like, shit.
A public official and aggravated fleeing and eluding.
They said threatening a public defender. Oh, because sometimes when you be in jail, I mean, when you will be in court or whatever, and you legit, you like, man, I'm really trying to beat this case, and I know I can beat it because I've done shit, but I didn't do this, so I know I can beat it if you put the effort in. Because sometimes, look, sometimes public offenders just don't give a damn, bro. They like, man, whatever. I ain't no top tier fucking lawyer. Like, shit, it is what it is. I'm finna do my job, collect me a little money. I'm finna go to the crib. Sometimes they don't give a damn.
Offenders released on electronic monitoring.
Hold on.
And aggravated fleeing and eluding.
Okay. Aggravated fleeing and eluding. I will never say the police is perfect. They do shit. They do shit, bro. Like, I was 15 years old waiting on a bus stop to go to school, and a police officer, without even asking me for my ID, grabbed me, shoved me up against the wall, started patting me down. Then afterwards asked me for an ID. I'm like, I'm a kid. I got a school ID. And then they gave it to me and said, oh, you're not him. Go to school. So if you legit not doing nothing and the police start fucking with you and they, like, even though you may or may not have something on you, but you did nothing to get pulled over or whatever. So it's like, why you fucking with me? So now you telling me to, get up against the wall, because they don't ask you for shit. Like, I don't know, whoever watching this video, I don't know where y'all from or how shit go down, but they don't ask you like, oh, what's going on, man? Ooh, they don't tell you nothing. They get up against the wall. As soon as they hop out, they already got their hand on their gun and they telling you get up against the wall. It's like, but if they don't, then it's like, shit, why y'all fucking with me now? This that happened to you 2-3 times in the same week. Now you pissed off. Now it's like they just targeting you because you look like everybody else, or you look, I don't want to say everybody else, but you look like you own some shit, even though you just chilling. You dress like everybody else dressed. Like, you ain't trying, like, shit. And they try to rough you up and you shake them off you and you running. You didn't push one of them, slap one, punch one, whatever the case may be. They fucking with you, bro. So it's like aggravating, like eluding and evading. Like, I'm trying to get away from y'all. Y'all chasing me and I'm trying to get away from y'all. So I'm doing what I can do to get away from y'all. That's not super violent. Like, if you shoot at the police, they're gonna kill you. They're gonna kill you. So aggravated looting and evasion is just you like wrestling one of them and getting away or some shit, slamming one of them on their shit and getting away with it. Like, it's like, stop fucking with us.
Offenders released on electronic monitoring have to be in violation for 48 hours before law enforcement can act. They could almost drive to Alaska
Now this is crazy. This is crazy. This is fucking crazy, bro. So when you pass that threshold, you got 48 hours before the police can say or do anything. Like, I feel like if you release on electronic monitor, they do that for certain people. Or you have to do like some certain shit. Not necessarily, because they put everybody on house arrest and shit, so you don't necessarily gotta be doing shit. Because they put my homie on house arrest and he had like drugs or something on him, so I don't know.
Before we can even look for them.
That is crazy, though.
It denies victims their constitutional rights. And keep this in mind, businesses and homeowners. Officers will no longer be able to remove trespassers from your residence or your businesses. Someone could decide to live in your shed, and all we can do is give them a ticket. You have to decide what level of force is required to remove them and whether or not it's legal.
Wow. Yo, that's crazy as fuck right there. Like, now this right here is like starting shit. Like, people letting people out of jail. Like I said, it's innocent people in jail that's just sitting in there waiting on some shit like this to happen. And just because people are getting out of jail, that does not mean that they're like, oh, as soon as I get out of jail, I can't wait to go rob somebody, or I can't wait to go kill somebody. It's people in jail that don't want to experience that shit no more. They want to come home. They want to do right. They want to get right. And it is some crazy, stupid, delusional motherfuckers that's in jail. Like, shit, I don't give a fuck. I'll come back if if times get hard or somebody disrespect me or whatever the case may be, I'll come back. But it's a lot of people in jail like, man, I really just want to go home and get my life together so I can not see this place no more. It's real life people in jail right now. Innocent people too, that's in jail that don't want to be there, that want to come home and get their life in order so they don't have to ever go back again. So it's like,
This is a massive threat to the residents of Orland Park, Cook County, and Illinois. I'm in Cook County. Voters that several elected officials that will be on the ballot in Orland Park voted for this abomination. Senator Michael Hastings, Senator Emil Jones, and Representative Justin Slaughter all voted to put criminals ahead of the safety of law-abiding citizens and police. In particular, Senator Hastings, who personally told me
this really pissed him off. He is pissed. He's dropping names. He's pissed.
And that this bill was horrible and there was no way he would vote for it. An outright lie that, in my opinion, disqualifies him to hold his office. I will gladly cast my vote for this resolution and demand the repeal of the Orwellian-named Safety Act. But it doesn't end here.
There's more?
There's currently a bill in front of the House to remove school resource officers from our schools, which means no resource officer at Sandburg High School.
Now, this is crazy. Granted, there are some officers at school that are complete perverts. They are flirting with the teenage girls at school. There's female officers that flirts with teenage boys, basketball players, football players, regular, just handsome looking fellas. It's female girl officers that do that shit at the school too. I've seen it. There's definitely male officers that flirts with teenage girls at school, get their number, texting them and all, trying to come see them, all type of weird stuff like that. So I'm not saying like that right there should mean take out security guards or officers at school or standby officers at school or whatever, because at my school, we had officers that always sat outside. Damn on like every like 4 corners of school, they was always outside. But this is wild because officers keep like, I mean, besides the weird shit, they do kind of strike fear in people to do crazy and stupid stuff. And I feel like they're needed in school. Like, your parents not at school, so you expect the teachers or somebody to protect your child while you at school, and this is crazy.
The city of Chicago's already done this. I personally don't want to see the city of Chicago become the standard for how we conduct public safety. Because they've abandoned their police officers and abandoned their residents and created a war zone.
He's saying like, man, if y'all gonna end up like Chicago, I'm fucking leaving. If you trying to make Illinois like the city of Chicago, he's getting out. He's packing his family up and they moving. Which is understandable. Like a lot of this stuff I didn't know. For real. Like I don't watch the news and stuff. I should more, but I didn't know.
Full of criminals.
I mean, whoa.
A war zone full of criminals.
Chicago is not a war zone full of criminals. That was kind of fucked up, but that's not the case at all. It's certain areas and the shit spread because people is tired of being in one area shooting. So instead of clubbing in your area, you go other places to club. So you go to the suburbs and you go other places. And the other people that's in the same hood, they like, man, we don't want to go to the club in the hood. We gonna go other places to club. And that's pretty much how people bump heads. Cause it's like, we not finna stay in the hood and do the same stuff we do every day. We gonna go out. And the other people are thinking the same thing. Like, we're gonna go out. And then they end up bumping into each other. And then social media play a lot of parts in people bumping into each other too. Always posting where you at every single day. That shit's not cool, bro. That's just not cool.
To make fentanyl a misdemeanor in this state. And I want to remind you that we have representatives that currently represent us or will represent us potentially in the federal government that voted to not extend the fentanyl ban federally. Fortunately, it passed, but there are people that actually believe that we shouldn't have a ban on fentanyl that currently represent our community. That's just absolutely unacceptable.
Yeah, that's crazy right there. Cause the fentanyl epidemic is kind of like crack. That shit like crack in the 80s. Fentanyl is everywhere, bro. That shit is everywhere. That shit crazy right now, bro.
It's like they won't stop until they destroy our communities and our society. We all need to take a stand against this. This is a very, very dangerous bill.
I 100% agree. I feel like if that bill includes everything in there, I feel like people should take a stand for it. For the kids' sake. I mean, a lot of the kids that's growing up, like, you got to think about this too. Like, the kids in school too. I seen a video on Facebook, like, it was like a little while ago, where kids had guns in school. Like, it was switches in school. Granted, when I was in high school, we had like a couple people bring guns and stuff in school, but they got chased out by the security guards. Like, rumors got around. Like, you know, people talk. So, you know, they teenagers, so they not thinking like, ooh, I ain't gonna tell nobody. It's just, if something happened. People, they talking. So they like, man, ooh, they probably showing people like, I got this in school, man. Security guard, we in there. And rumor get around. Now everybody at school know. Now the security guard's like, hey, I need to talk to, can we see him out of class? Can I see your bag? And then they end up running him out of school and then they never come back again. And that's why having officers or security guards or whatever in school is important. Like, but hey, I agree to a certain extent that the bill shouldn't be passed. But like I said, it's a lot of innocent people. And there's a lot of people, you know, wrong place, wrong time. It's a lot of stuff that go on in like the hoods that people just don't understand. And you wouldn't understand it unless you live there. It's people I'm friends with right now to this day that I can't go everywhere with. I won't go everywhere with because of the past and stuff. And I won't go everywhere, anywhere. You know, it's certain places that I won't go because the people I'm affiliated with. So it's like, to a certain extent, you just gotta take the bad with the good, good with the bad, mix it up and just see what you get out of it, man. Honestly, like, I don't know. If it was up to me, I would say don't pass the bill because it's gonna get crazy, but it's not gonna be as crazy as people think though. But anyways, that's my take on it, man. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Comment down below what you all think about the bill, man. Comment pass or not, man. I don't know because it's crazy. I know it's gonna get crazy though, so I don't know. But anyways, I'll catch y'all next time, man. Gang.